It's a bit of a truth video I just want to share because I have been this spiritual entrepreneur, this broke fucking spiritual entrepreneur, this rich spiritual entrepreneur, and everything in between. And now I'm scaling my business like never before. And I can tell you, I've built from burnout. I've also built from a space of abundance, and I've lost that money just as easily as it's come in. I've done the work to keep the money. I've now built from sustainable and kept the money. And it's been a fucking journey. But I've also noticed through working with clients, through working with people, that we all seem to have similar blocks. And the way that I remove the block is the same for all the clients. And like the easiest thing for my clients is that they have me to support them because I can tap into the subconscious, which means your subconscious mind plus body plus energy plus aura plus frequency, everything gets to shift, right? The moment that we start chatting together, we communicate. And so Mindfully Rich is my monthly mentorship where I pre-program your mind for that success automatically at the lowest rate at the moment. So check the description box below if you want to come join and check it out. But in this video, I really want to dive into everything that I've learned about entrepreneurship that could be possibly blocking you, because I stayed in this fantasy reality of what is almost like delusion, but delusion to the point of where it's actually a block, okay? Because there is delusion that helps you manifest if you're taking action. And the big piece here is you have to take action. So if you've clicked on this video and you're like, oh, I manifest this, but oh, I manifest this and blah, 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 I don't need to take action. There are certain ways that, yes, you manifest. Like I manifest my soulmate. I still had to take action intuitively when the intuitive hit landed of, oh, go on Tinder and sign up to Tinder. And I was like, really? But I didn't doubt it. I trusted. And that was still a tiny action step, but action step nevertheless. People who manifest cars and things like that, they would still need to apply to the lottery or apply to win the thing. That's still action. So when it comes to business and making money through entrepreneurship, you still have to take intuitively aligned action. And a lot of the entrepreneurs, that's where the fear and resistance comes up, right? Because all of a sudden it's like, oh no, the idea seems nice of, oh, 10K months, 20K months, 30K months. But then we go, oh no, it will just manifest. But manifestation on a core truth level requires intuitive action. And that's the missing piece. So if that's you and you're sitting there and you're like, oh no, I am taking action. And this is the other part that can be a real mind fuck, right? Is you could be taking action that's not actually moving your business forward. It's just keeping you stuck in your comfort zone of the action steps that you're comfortable taking every single day that's not actually doing anything for your business and the cash isn't coming in. So if that's you, I know you because I've been that version. I sat there for about nearly coming up to a whole year of not making money in my business after I'd made the most amount of money in my business the 2 years prior to that. And I just decided, no, I'm going to pull the brakes. And it's like, that's not the time to pull the brakes. That's the time to build on that momentum and go even harder. And not harder. I don't like saying that because it's like, I'm a projector. I look after my energy, but going even more stronger in your discipline, creating even more solidity around the structures. Because when you build a solid structure, it's very hard for that to sink and dip. The only time that you dip in your business massively is when you don't have solid systems in place and structures in place. Now, this all includes building, obviously, the right foundation in your business. So that means your offer stack and not just creating random scattered offers all over. This is something that I've learned and now I'm fine-tuning on my own journey. Also learning how to master and move around your multi-passions. And there's ways of setting up your systems that can cater and feed to all your multi-passions if you want, right? Talk to me. I'm the most multi-passionate person out there, but there's this way of systemizing that in a way where you get to live out all of your passions, but you have to be strategic around how you're creating that, right? That's where the strategy, the masculine energy comes through. The whole system structures, it's all about the masculine. When we just do the feminine, which is the visualization, the meditations, that relax and receive and it will come and all this good stuff, and we don't tap into the other side, which is the masculine, that's when we're left with nothing's happening. Yeah, well, you're missing half of the fucking puzzle piece, okay? So again, I hope this is the intention of this video is simply to shift some of the perspectives of what it actually takes from someone who has been there, done that, all of the things. I mean, I've stayed a whole entire year of just being in my feminine, you guys. And yeah, it was nice. It was relaxing. It was like, oh, but then I was like, something's not right in my business. Why? And it's like, I have Neptune complex in astrology, which can be some of you as well if you're watching this, and it's easy for the Piscean energy to just overflow, like all the stuff that we tune into in the online space. We're just taking little glimpses here and there, right? When you actually join paid programs, you get the entire full picture. When you pay for private coaching, you get the full picture. That's when you're like, oh shit, I have work to do. Right? And so when you're just watching one YouTube video that says you can manifest by just doing these 3 things, that 3 thing in that video might just be one part of the puzzle, which is all about just the feminine. What about the other fucking video that's like lost in like thousands of whatever? Or what if that teacher doesn't teach from that place because she just wants to make money? You don't know these things. So we have to be really deeply connected to our intuitive truth, because that's our connection to the divine directly. You then don't need to rely on anything outside of yourself to get you to the right teachers, the right courses, the right skills that you need to learn, the right business model. All that starts to flow through. I can't even tell you how easy it gets to be. If you just reprogram your mind to stop trusting the outside world and start trusting yourself first and foremost. And this is the work that I'm doing inside of Mindfully Rich as well. Because Mindfully Rich, what is rich? I'm going to do a whiteboard teaching on this at some point because I loved my money one. That I did a while ago. But money is simply my own energy, my own natural energy yield, MONEY, right? I'll link it up here. I think I linked it in another video. And the same way with rich. Rich is RICH, receiving, intuitive, connection to your higher self. Rich. And if you have access to your intuitive powers and you act on that, you are going to be rich. It's inevitable. J.K. Rowling received the download. She received her intuitive, the whole book, as an intuitive download. She was like, it just came to me. It came to me is the intuitive. Okay, that's the divine working through you as a vessel. Then it's your job, whether you take that idea, what's been given to you, and you go and fucking do the work to pour into it, to pour value out into the world, to create. J.K. Rowling was a billionaire at some point before she gave to charities and all this stuff, right? One example, Walt Disney, another example. He just had this vision that was implanted from somewhere, and the idea just comes, and then he creates from that. Empire, legacy. What has he built, created? But if Disney were to just get the idea and sit on it, we wouldn't have Walt Disney and Walt Disney Studios and all the Disney park and resorts as we do today. Had J.K. Rowling just sat on the Harry Potter book, we wouldn't have the book that we know today to be so epic. So what I'm saying to you as a spiritual intuitive entrepreneur is you are so deeply intuitive, you have the connection built in. Your only job is to now create. This is the whole point of me creating my spaces, because I'm there to guide you into how to create the skills that you need, the structures that you want to build according to your soul blueprint, right? You have a unique way that you do things. The only thing is we have a lot of mind drama, conditioning, society, parents, all these beliefs that we've taken on to be our own that stop us, that block us, this fear of visibility, this fear of showing up, this fear of rejection, fear of responsibility. And we hold all of that as our truth. When in reality, all of our truth is simply we are our soul essence, which is light, energy, vibration. And all we have to do is operate on that frequency and build and create from that frequency, because that's what the soul came here to do in these human bodies. It came here to experience the full human life. Once you've experienced the broke side and you decide I want to go on the rich side, then it's time for you to move your soul over to that side by doing the work required. It sounds funny when I say it out loud, because it's like, that is literally my journey. It's been on like, okay, I've been battered in relationships for about 30 fucking years. It's time for me to manifest my soulmate. Boom. Soul switches over of like, yeah, we're going to experience this now. Been broke most of my life, working hard, fucking peanuts paying in jobs, not enjoying my life in jobs, and being like, it's time to move over. I want to be fucking my own boss. I want to make money my way. And boom, switched over, started making money online effortlessly, so easily. And now I'm scaling that. This is what it takes. And if you don't know how to do it, plug yourself into the spaces where you feel like, yeah, this teacher gets me. She's speaking truth. You know energy. Energy doesn't lie. You will know energy the moment that you listen to it. You can feel it. Go into those spaces. Come and join Mindfully Rich. Link is dropped below. This is where you get to reprogram that mind of yours and reconnect it to the divine, so you can start creating your legacy offers, your rich life. All of that comes from connection to source. There is no strategy in the world that can replace that. That is your richness. Subscribe if you're new here. Like, drop me your thoughts, drop me your comments, and I will catch you in the next video. Mwah.